Okay, real talk for a sec. Anyone else feel like sometimes date night ends up being more of a chore than a chance to like actually reconnect with your partner?
Oh, totally. It's easy to fall into a rut.
Exactly. But we are not settling for boring date nights. That's why we're diving into this source you guys shared, Date Night Redefined. From dinner to desire.
Love the title.
Right. It's all about bringing back that spark, that excitement.
It really is.
So first things first, ditch the same old routine.
Yes. This source is all about shaking things up.
Like instead of just dinner and a movie.
Imagine, like, solving an escape room together.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, working as a team, figuring out the clues. Or what about stargazing?
Oh my gosh, that's romantic.
Right, laying under the stars, learning about constellations.
Okay, I'm convinced we need to ditch the dinner and a movie thing.
Definitely. And the source also talks about this idea of building anticipation throughout the day.
Ooh, tell me more.
So picture this. You send your partner a text, like first thing in the morning, something like, get ready for a blast from the past tonight.
Okay, I like where this is going.
And then you drop little hints all day long.
Ooh, sneaky. Like what?
Maybe a song lyric from like the 80s or a pic of, I don't know, like an old arcade game,
I love it.
by the time evening rolls around.
The anticipation is killing them.
Exactly.
So it's like you're slowly building the excitement all day.
Right.
This is brilliant. What other tips does the source have for like building that pre-date excitement?
Well, one that stood out to me was to kind of create like a playful mystery.
Okay, how do we do that?
Say you're planning a themed date at home.
Okay.
Instead of just announcing it, like leave clues around the house.
Ooh, I like it.
So maybe, I don't know, like a Hawaiian lay on a chair or a recipe for a tropical drink left out.
That's so clever.
It's like you're turning your partner into a detective.
I love that. Okay, but date night is obviously more than just fun and games, right?
Oh, absolutely.
This source also talks about creating like a deeper, more intimate connection.
Yes. And that's so key.
So what kind of insights does the source offer on that front?
Well, it really emphasizes going beyond those surface level convos,
Yeah.
Like instead of just recapping your day,
Right.
talk about your dreams. Like what are your individual dreams?
Ooh, deep.
What are your dreams as a couple?
I like it.
Or you could even reminisce about a special memory you both share.
Oh, that's sweet.
It brings back all those warm, fuzzy feelings.
Okay, I'm all for deeper connection, but can't be all serious talk, right?
Of course not.
Where does the laughter fit in?
Oh, laughter is so important. The source actually makes a point of saying that.
Really?
Yeah, it's like crucial for a successful date night.
I believe it.
It just relieves stress, breaks down walls, and you just create this sense of like shared joy.
Yeah, it lightens the mood.
Totally.
Like,
So tell a funny story, watch a comedy special together. I don't know.
do silly impressions of each other.
Exactly. Anything that brings out those genuine belly laughs.
I love that. Laughter is like the secret sauce of a great date night.
For sure.
It's a good reminder of why you love spending time with that person.
Absolutely.
So it's all about finding that balance between like the deep conversations and the lighthearted fun,
Right.
being both vulnerable and playful with each other.
Exactly. And before we get into like how to end the night on a high note,
Ooh, good cliffhanger.
maybe this is a good point to let our listeners, digest all this.
I took their breath.
Think about what's resonating with them.
What's sparking their imaginations?
Hold on to those thoughts because when we come back, we'll be diving into how to create that atmosphere of intimacy, that connection,
As your special night winds down.
Right. Okay, so picking up where we left off, let's talk about creating that intimate ending to your date night.
Ooh, yes. I feel like this is where a lot of couples get stuck, like how to really end the night on a high note.
Well, get this. This source actually gets surprisingly specific with the advice.
Really? Okay, I'm intrigued. What kind of specific advice are we talking about?
So it starts by talking about the power of sensory experiences. Like, think about dimming the lights, lighting some candles,
Okay, yeah.
maybe even diffusing some essential oils.
Ooh, I like that.
It's all about creating a mood.
Totally. Ambiance is everything. But what about those of us who aren't like aromatherapy gurus? Any other like simpler ideas?
Oh, absolutely. So remember how we were talking about playful surprises earlier?
Yeah, the clue.
Well, that totally applies here too. Like the source suggests making a special playlist with songs that, mean something to you as a couple.
Oh, that's cute.
Like maybe it's the song that was playing on your first date
Oh, yeah.
or a song that reminds you of a special trip you took together.
Love it.
Music is so powerful.
It is. Like,
Yeah.
it can totally transport you back to a specific moment. But I think a lot of our listeners are probably wondering about, like, okay, how do you transition from those fun, playful vibes to something, a little more intimate? Is it really just as simple as dimming the lights and putting on some slow jams?
Well, it's definitely more nuanced than that. And what I really appreciate about this source is that it acknowledges that intimacy doesn't always have to equal, physical intimacy.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Like, sometimes it's more about creating a space for emotional closeness, to just really see each other and hear each other.
Yes, 100%. So how do we create that space for emotional intimacy?
Well, one of the suggestions from the source is to end the night with a ritual of gratitude.
Oh, okay, I like this.
Just take a few moments to tell your partner what you appreciate about them, what you love, what you admire.
Oh,
Doesn't have to be some long, drawn-out thing.
right.
Even just something simple like, I love how you always make me laugh. It
Yeah.
can make such a difference.
Totally. It's like a great way to remind yourselves, like in the middle of all the crazy day-to-day stuff, why you chose to be together in the first place.
Mm.
But let's be real, sometimes you do want date night to end with a little more, physical intimacy. What guidance does the source offer on that front?
Well, it definitely doesn't shy away from the topic of physical touch, but it really stresses that the key is creating an environment of comfort and relaxation.
Okay. Yeah.
Like no pressure, no expectations,
Right.
just, a gentle back rub, cuddling on the couch,
Mm-hmm.
even just holding hands. It's about finding what feels good for both of you.
I think that's so important, that last part, because it's so easy to get caught up in what you think should happen at the end of a date night.
Right, exactly.
But really, it's about connecting with your partner in a way that feels, you know, genuine and good for both of you.
Exactly. And this source really challenges us to redefine intimacy, to think about what it means to connect on a deeper level.
This has been so insightful. Like, we've covered a lot of ground tonight, from shaking up the routine to fostering emotional intimacy. But I'm curious, what's standing out to you, our listeners? What's one thing that you're going to try on your next date night?
As we're wrapping up this deep dive, I think what really sticks with me is that redefining date night isn't like reaching a finish line. It's more like an ongoing journey.
Yeah, I like that.
It's about always looking for those little ways to reconnect.
Keep the spark alive.
Exactly, to surprise each other. And just like any skill, the more you practice it, the easier it gets.
Right.
So even if you stumble at first, even if things feel a little awkward or forced, don't give up.
Keep trying.
Yeah, keep experimenting, keep exploring, keep rediscovering what makes date night special for the two of you.
I love that. Okay, so to wrap up this deep dive, maybe let's leave our listeners with one final thought-provoking question. What if you had like a magic wand and you could change one thing about your current date night routine? What would it be?
Ooh, that's good.
Like, what could you shift to bring back that feeling of, I don't know, excitement, genuine connection?
Thinking about this source, what really stands out to me is that redefining date night isn't like a one-time thing. It's not like you reach a destination.
Right.
It's more of a journey.
Yeah, I like that.
It's about constantly looking for ways to reconnect, surprise each other.
Keep that spark alive.
Exactly.
It's almost like date night becomes like a mini version of your whole relationship.
Oh, totally.
It's a chance to practice, being present with each other, being playful, being appreciative.
Yeah, and just like with any skill, the more you do it, the more natural it becomes.
Right. Practice makes perfect.
Exactly. So even if the first few times you try something new, it feels a little awkward or, forced,
It happens.
don't give up. Just keep experimenting, keep exploring, and keep rediscovering what makes date night special for you two.
I love that. This deep dive has been so eye-opening because I think it's easy to get caught up in this idea that date night has to look a certain way, follow a certain script.
Oh, yeah.
But this source reminds us that the real magic is when you, throw out the rule book
Yeah.
and just create a date night that actually reflects your relationship.
And I think that's such a great takeaway. It's not about following someone else's formula for, the perfect date night. It's about figuring out what works for you as a couple
Yes.
and creating those moments of, I don't know, joy, connection, maybe even a little magic together.
So well said. All right, guys, go out there, be playful, be intentional, and most importantly, have fun rediscovering the joy of date night.
Yes.
We'll see you on our next deep dive.
Hi, fam. I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I have more awesome episodes coming soon. Later for now, but go have some fun.